I'm sure you've heard the news. It's time to dive back into the groovy past with Patrick and Bobby. Welcome to the Texas Gen Xers podcast, where Patrick Martin and Bobby Mann take you on a wild ride through the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Remember those epic bonfires by the lake? Or parking with your girl and catching the latest tunes on the radio? How about the struggle of dial-up internet? The sound of that modem still haunts our dreams. And those nerve-wracking moments jumping ramps with your bikes, imagining yourself as Evil Knievel. And who could forget muscle shirts? Back then, it was all about showing off those guns. Whether you rocked bell-bottoms, neon scrunchies, or flannel shirts, this podcast is your ticket back to those unforgettable times. Join Patrick and Bobby as they relive the best of the past with stories, laughs, and a whole lot of nostalgia. So grab your favorite 80s snack, put on that mixtape, and let's travel back in time. Catch the Texas Gen Xers podcast now and keep the memories alive.
Right.
So,
Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Patrick Martin, and this is the Texas Gen Xers podcast. All right, and we have,
Bobby
of course, Bobby
and
again,
our guest, and
and Les,
Les.
and Les was in a car accident last weekend, a pretty bad one, and now look
Les
at him.
was paying smash up derbies on the highway.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Les,
was.
how do you feel about that?
Like I said, you're not going to take the whole 2-hour podcast to talk about what happened with you.
Did you shit your pants?
So,
No, I did not.
all right, tonight, hold on before you start. Tonight is what we're going to talk about is Gen Xers, or whatever, Gen
Patrick,
Xers opinions on daily life.
daily life.
Daily life. Yep,
Oh,
we are.
Patrick,
So everybody on TikTok, if y'all would like to join in, talk to us, ask us questions. We're on Facebook Live, we're YouTube Live, and TikTok tonight.
we are out there
So
everywhere.
let's get the show started. And Les, you have 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Tell us about your debacle.
Yeah, get close to the mic too. By the way,
I was headed here on 114 and 35, pretty much.
can't hear you.
I'm right up.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Don't talk like Patrick.
Okay, is that better?
A lot better. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm on 114 and I'm headed towards 35, and right before all the lights, stoplights are there.
Yeah.
There's a stop sign,
Right.
and at that point, when you're on 114, it's like 60, 65 miles an hour speed limit.
Right.
And I have my cruise on, and tap my cruise control to turn it off and slow down because this truck in front of me going across the road kind of misjudged. But
Right.
by turning the cruise off, slow me down enough to miss him. But there's another individual, a little 18-year-old woman.
Right. Yeah.
She nailed me in passenger rear quarter of the truck,
Right.
which caused me to flip.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many times in the air, but it was twice on the ground.
Does anybody in the Dallas area driving in Dallas traffic, does anybody make you think about what's that show where they drive the big trucks?
What?
Ice Fire or Ice.
No, what's that show with
I don't know.
the show is like an apocalyptic Armageddon kind of thing at the end of the desert with all the fancy
Mad
trucks.
Max.
No, he's talking about freaking
Closer.
It's when the
People
it's
fleeing
when
back
the
and forth on the cars.
Oh, I don't know.
You said
I
it
can't
last
remember.
time.
maximum overdrive.
Max, Mad Max. Does
That's what I
anybody out
said. I
there
said
think
Mad Max.
driving in Dallas traffic think of a Mad Max apocalyptic style of
Well,
driving?
I know. In Dallas, there is no defensive driving.
There
You
is no defensive
you
driving.
drive
There's no.
offensive, or
I
you
mean,
won't get anywhere.
that's everywhere.
No,
That's
no, no. That's
Austin,
not
San Antonio.
everywhere.
That's everywhere. That's
Where?
everywhere in the
You're
in the
talking major
basically
cities,
in the
maybe
world.
Houston,
All
Atlanta.
the
Right.
Democrat
But
cities.
that's basically everywhere in the world.
No,
Yeah, it is.
no,
Yeah, it is.
no.
I know where
Okay.
Dallas,
I'm at.
Atlanta,
You got
Houston,
away.
your major cities. It's. You know what? I don't even ride my bike in Dallas traffic anymore. That's how bad it is.
Dallas is just too whatever.
Dallas
Democrat.
is so hurry, 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 and half the
They
people are on their phones. Cruise control going, they're on their phones. They don't see you till they hit
Yep.
Basically, yeah. Basically.
I thought cruise control was autopilot.
you. Yeah.
No, it's not. That's dumb. That's a Gen Z thing.
I tell you what, you wear a pistol on your belt, I guarantee everybody on the highway will see it, and they will give you clearance.
No.
They'll give you clearance.
I know.
Clarence.
That's right. Don't
Clarence,
crack
They'll
with
give
that.
you-
Don't crack with that, dude.
Before mechanic.
No, we're all glad that you came
Hey,
out in
Jim.
one piece.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, any metro area has shit traffic. That's
Yes.
true. It does.
Especially
Large
And-
Dallas.
population.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dallas
New
is
York's
awful.
got to be bad. I mean,
I-
it's everywhere in the country,
I
man.
cannot even fathom living in New York.
Right. It's everywhere in the country. So, okay, are you done with your story?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
He's still alive. He's
I
still
got beat
kicking.
up.
He's still.
There's no
you know what?
there's no bandages.
I was really. I mean, on my part, and I'll say it in a minute, and then we'll get into the podcast. In my part, I mean, I was really worried through the whole podcast last week, and I just kept looking at the phone to see if his wife would, give me some kind of update on, how Lester was doing.
Well, we
Hey,
sit
remember
there
that
for
game
3
where you stuck your little thing down and pulled the heart out of that game, and if you hit the sides, it buzzed?
Oh yeah,
The game
operation,
operation.
operation.
still had the-
Right,
They're
operation.
doing.
Yeah,
I sat there in that freaking hospital for 3 hours
yeah,
with a collar on crooked. The brace thing, it's on crooked. I'm
right,
black.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
never would, change the bed.
They stick anything in your butt? They stick any probes or anything up in there?
That's what Bobby likes.
Wasn't
Everything
even
up
a
his
whole
butt.
thing, no.
No, I just wondered.
he
you
could
know,
be
the
like-
alien.
He could be like Richard Gere and have a gerbil just crawl up there. You know,
Man,
but
if
like,
you can get in that
like
hospital without
back in
them
the
taking
80s.
blood or probing you,
Yeah,
I think you did good.
You know what? They did not take blood, but they did put an IV in.
So he got semi-probe.
semi-pro.
Any orifices.
right.
Or
Semi-pro.
that probably was one of the nurses.
Closer.
Probably a disappointment for him.
Yeah, closer.
Good thing for Patrick, he wouldn't have found something small enough to stick in there.
What is?
Go
I
ahead.
don't
Go ahead,
understand why.
Patrick.
I don't understand why. Everything.
Patrick
Okay.
is our buddy.
Yeah. So.
He keeps the small stuff.
Okay, so in news and politics, let's talk about that right quick. These are our Gen X opinions. So if anybody get offended, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can. You're
yeah.
voting Democrat, so we don't even care about you.
Yeah, so
If
we
you're
don't. So
offended, turn
don't.
it to another
So we don't
station.
really. We don't care.
Yeah.
All right.
you're-
So right now, according to the Washington Post, Harris is 47%, Trump is 42%, Kennedy is 6%, and the source is again Washington Post. Now on Fox News and and all that, so Harris is 45, Trump is 47, Kennedy is 7, and that's Fox News.
Has anybody
All right.
ever heard that term that Democrats are liars, deceivers?
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's because they worship Satan.
right. Yeah.
I mean, anybody that wants to sacrifice their child.
I mean, if you're willing to vote for Kamala, well, are you willing to put your face out there on social media and say, "Yeah, I'm a
Right.
Kamala voter"?
Yeah. Okay. So here is a question. What if Candace Owens? What if Candace Owens
I
was?
vote for.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Get
What
your
if
panties
what if
rolling.
what if Candace Owens was Trump's vice president nominee? How do you think everything would go with Trump Owens campaign? Les,
I think it would blow up. I think it
you
would
think so?
awesome.
You think it'll blow up?
I like the duty pick. Don't get me wrong, but I think just from the following of her, I think that they would have a hard time getting a handle. I really
Yeah.
do. I think it would
You
go
think so?
that crazy. Yeah.
Okay, people on TikTok, let us know. Hold on, Bobby. Let us know. What if Candace Owens was Trump's vice president nominee? How do you think everything would go with the Trump Owens campaign? Let us know, and we'll read you off into the what you call it?
The microphone.
Into the
What do you think?
into the mic and onto the podcast.
How
Go
could
ahead,
you
Bobby.
hear
What's your opinion?
my opinion?
Yeah, your
Go
opinion.
ahead. Chris,
I
your
think if
opinion.
you're a Democrat voter, you're going to vote Democrat. Don't matter who's out there. Don't matter. It don't matter. You
I was
see,
just
you
saying
see
that.
what the Democrats. They all told you Biden's good to go. They're voting Biden. Suddenly he ain't good to go, which that tells you they're liars. But
And they were also trashing her.
they're
Now-
trashing her
And
now.
if these turn,
Now Kamala's
Now
the
everything's
now
backwards.
Kamala's ahead of the race, and
Yeah,
so
well,
we're all
closely,
surrounding her. So it doesn't really matter who you put in there to go against a Democrat. These Democrat voters are so hell bent on
Right.
voting Democrat. Don't matter
Thank
if
you,
it's
Emily.
matter for your country. It doesn't matter anything. The only thing that matters is they're voting Democrat. That's all that matters to them.
Right, right.
well, my grandpa,
Okay.
my mom,
Well, my grandfather and grandmother was a Democrat. Well,
I'm
they
glad
left
that
Florida.
you know
That's
what?
different.
When I was a kid, when I was 18, I voted Democrat.
Yeah.
But Democrats that I voted for back then are
Right.
not the Democrats that I'm voting for today. These people are full blown satanic servants. And
Okay.
they're evil to the core.
Okay. You done?
Let's go on.
You done? Yeah, you're done. Okay, so my opinion is, what if Candace Owens was Trump's vice president nominee, and how
Yes,
do I
man.
think everything
Tell
would
us
go with the Trump Owens campaign? Anybody on TikTok, come on out,
Patrick,
say it, say it,
we
say
didn't
it.
hear your opinion.
Okay, my opinion is,
Go ahead. Give us your opinion.
my opinion,
Yes.
I love Candace Owens.
I love
I do.
Candace Owens too. I think
She
she's
is
a great woman.
straight up. I mean, she is honest, and I have tagged her in every damn thing that I've posted on
What do you think
TikTok.
about Kamala?
And so, hold on, we're gonna get to that part.
Don't roll his panties down
Okay.
until he's ready.
So anyway, I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
Trump,
Don't hold back.
Trump Owens. I
Be
mean,
honest.
that would be a Reagan Mondale right there.
Good Lord.
You know, where Reagan Mondale back in '84 when he won by a landslide, he had all the states red, and Michigan was the only one that was blue. He only got like 13 electoral votes,
You don't remember
and
that
Reagan got the rest of it.
I don't remember Mondale.
Were you on too much drugs back then?
He by that
Like
cartoon.
me,
He got
Maybe.
back
twisted.
in the day.
He
Back
got
in the
hit
day,
too hard.
yeah. So
Well,
so anyway, yeah. But we think that Trump Owens campaign would be a freaking great idea.
yeah, but I mean, don't disrespect the candidate right
Well,
now. because
JD Vance. Okay.
I
Well,
like him too.
I do too. I do too.
What
But
is your opinion that Trump voted? Why do you think that Trump picked J.D. Vance?
he was young. He
He's a
was young, and I mean, I really didn't really pay attention to who he would pick as a VP nominee or whatever. I was really, really hoping that it was Candace, but of course it wasn't. Uh, it's almost like, what if it was George Bush and Colin Powell back in the day? I think that would be great. Cheney, no, I don't want to talk about Cheney.
Do you know who my
I think Cheney. I think of Cheney as what I think of Lyndon Johnson, piece of shit.
Really.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell,
Because
we didn't have no big boy.
Lyndon Johnson's thing was he always wanted to be a president.
Yeah.
So while he was sitting on Houston Street in downtown Dallas, and Kennedy was rolling down Elm, and he actually watched his boss get his head blown off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so who made the Warren Commission? Johnson. Okay, so everything, and 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 he was elected. I'm not elected, but he was sworn in as president at Love Field. I mean, not even 30. I mean, probably what, an hour and a half
It was
after
a
Kennedy
monster
died.
thing. Yeah.
So
Do you think something foul was in there?
Cheney,
Yeah, I do.
like I said, Cheney. I look at Cheney as Johnson, even though Johnson is from Texas. He's a piece of shit,
But he
and
was a Democrat.
I
Well,
whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, he was a Democrat.
back to
now,
Trump.
if I was Trump and I had to choose a VP, I think I've made my voice known. What's that guy? Mark, South Dakota,
Oh,
They're right.
Dakota
North Dakota,
Right.
Mike Johnson, or
Hey,
what's his
Sheila.
name?
Lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
He's the lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man, he is a blast. He is a thunderbolt.
Right.
I would have been all over him for my VP.
I mean, he would have got
Yeah.
all kinds of
All right.
How about you, Les?
I think it's like, to me,
Who do you think would be your VP pick? You're the president. Who are you going to choose for VP?
well, who I was thinking that he would pick, which I would have a problem with.
I
At
would
that-
take Candace.
Swami or whatever his name
So,
was.
yeah, I know you. He sounds like an Indian.
I think
It
he-
is an Indian name.
Is he Indian?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
but
is.
that's what I thought he would pick. I really did.
That could be possibly good.
Right.
Because right now, or at that time, he was aligned with, I think, Trump, which they were standing pretty much on the same, soapbox.
Yeah.
And what I was thinking of is, Trump could take the first 4 years, and then they swap and let him go in 8, or at least let him pick up Trump.
Yeah,
Trump.
you are thinking about Trump in his older age, and there's 4 years he's got to go through, and you got to be thinking ahead of. You got to be playing. You're playing your cards ahead, so you're planning on somebody, and that's probably what
I think
J.D. Vance
Yeah.
is. He's going to be the young man who come in and
Yep. Think that
we'll
he's
see.
gonna
We'll see
follow
how that game plan works out.
Right.
If he's
Right.
smart, he would.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
I mean, I don't know enough about the man to speak on anything because I've not heard enough about him.
Yeah.
Because he just suddenly come out of the blue, and a lot of people
Right.
don't know him. So we're gonna get a lot of information from him over the next couple years.
well, you got to remember, he was a Marine.
Okay.
He's a Marine.
Anybody, I
Well,
would
yeah, he
say
was
that
Marine.
anybody that was in the military, most likely, is going to respect our country. I can think of a
Whereas-
couple of guys that
Right.
Well,
don't.
you got Democrats who are out there disrespecting our country. So he's going to be a big
Yeah.
major player.
I think.
What else you got, Patrick?
Okay. So,
Oh, and one more thing.
uh,
We finally got somebody that knows how to salute that could be in office.
okay. All right.
Well,
That's a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the next question to everybody on TikTok and on Facebook, YouTube:
live.
what has Kamala Harris actually done as vice president?
Slept her way to the top.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Next, what else?
But you know what? If I was to say I didn't know nothing about her, the only thing I can say is I've seen her on a lot of TV shows where she's standing on stage with her hands crossed, watching behind Biden. Other than that,
Just
I
in
don't
case
know
Biden falls
nothing
back, or
about her. She's standing on stage with her hands crossed, and she's like,
Well,
I'm
you
just
know why, though.
right?
You know what?
maybe because if he falls down, she's going to catch him.
No.
Maybe.
In case something falls out of his drawer, she could,
I-
Oh no.
slide
As
past
far as
the
she's
diaper.
concerned, she's a full blown feather in
Yeah.
the
Okay.
She
What about you? What do you think?
Well, she hasn't done anything.
That's what
Not
I
to me.
think. She hasn't done nothing. So how does these people supporting her?
Yeah, I know.
They feel
Okay, so
right?
why did she go to a from a Indian descent to black?
It's magic.
It's
It's
all
just
about
magic.
politics.
It's
She's
magic.
going to use every angle she
It's
can to get
magic.
numbers.
Okay.
She don't give a squats, but
She don't care about our
you.
country, let alone
She
anything.
don't
All
care
she
about
wants is
nothing
power.
about you. She's not going to do it like Democrats have done for the last 80 years. She don't care about you. She's not going to do nothing for you. She's there to get money and control power.
Right.
So, expect nothing new if she was to get in office for the next 4 years.
Right.
Other than a Democrat, other than the country going into a shit storm.
Okay.
I'll let
All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Kamala stated this week, "Don't you dare say Merry Christmas, because it's offensive to the migrants who are not protected by the laws of the U.S."
You know what?
What are your
So
thoughts?
she has a problem with our country and our way of life. So
Exactly,
we're expected
Fisher.
to, as American citizens,
Yeah.
as American citizens, we're expected to listen to this Democrat and give up your
Freedom of speech.
freedom of speech.
Freedom
You're
of
going to give
religion.
up your ways of
Right.
life that this country has been over how many years?
Right.
How many years?
Over 200.
We have been celebrating Christmas. Everybody's been happy in this country with the way things are. And now she suddenly says, if you don't give up this, you're a racist.
Well, Christmas normally makes people happy, and that's
Yes.
kind of a happy.
Do you remember when Walmart did that? You know how much
I
customers they lost?
don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did it hard whenever they couldn't say Merry
You may tell you where this is all going. Do you know where this is all going?
What?
Christmas. The hell? The devil.
Hold on, Molly, if you're still listening.
You know what the end times in the Bible says.
I'm on TikTok.
We're going from religion to politics. I mean, we're going from politics to religion. In the end time, the devil's going to come in and take over. Right?
Well, yeah, of course.
We don't. So this is all leading you down that funnel. They're getting rid of all these religious rights,
Yeah.
and there's going to come a time when this supposedly Antichrist comes into power. You're going to be giving up. You're going to be giving up your money. We're going to go to a digital currency, and they're going to have control over that. You're going to give up everything, and if you don't take that mark of the beast, they're going to take your life.
Yep.
So this is the beginning of the funnel. So everybody who's listening to this, you better get your butt prepared because this is where we're going. And there really ain't going to be no shortening it because it's a timeline that God set. And that's why they're getting rid of all this. They're getting rid of this, the Christian stuff, everything. They're getting rid of it.
Right.
Do you think anything different?
Yes.
Oh God. Go ahead, Les.
If it has something to do with Christianity, we're
Closer.
somebody else, right?
I'm going to start calling you out, Les. You don't get closer to mine.
Okay.
There you go.
So, if it's offensive to any other religion, Christianity, we got to take that away. But any other religion,
they don't do nothing about it, right?
Great.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And,
You know why? Do you know why?
Yeah,
because all the other religions are false.
Yeah.
The one and true religion is God Almighty. He is your Savior.
Right.
And that's why they go after that because they know. I mean, you got these Satanists and their demons and all this crap. They know what the true thing is. That's what they're going to go for.
Right. And Michael, you're right. Need people with backbones to stand up.
Exactly.
And all that. So,
do you have the backbone to stand there? Because right now we're still free, but when the time comes and this Antichrist takes over and he's hunting these Christians down, do you have that backbone to say I'm a Christian and stand there, possibly get your head chopped off? Because you're either got two choices: you're going to take his mark, or you're going to die if they catch you.
Yeah. Why do you think they're going to chop your head off?
Yeah, and that is true too. Everyone is afraid to hurt other people's feelings.
I don't care about your feelings.
I don't care either. Grow a pair.
You know
Well,
what?
I mean,
I don't
you?
care
No,
about your feelings.
Yeah, I mean,
I will stand
I
up
was
and
not
tell you.
talking to you directly,
No, I'm
Michael.
not talking to you directly. But if you're not if
Just
you're not
wanted to make that
aligned with
clear.
God,
I
then
said
yeah,
clear.
I don't care about your feelings.
I said
I
clear.
don't either. I mean,
Les
said-
We know-
is aligned with me. Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I
I don't.
agree. I mean, I agree.
I'm going to put
I will-
myself in the same boat as God Almighty because He is the master and He is the creator of all the universe.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So,
If I go to heaven and hell, it's going to be in His hands. So yeah, I
So
don't
it-
care if I die.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to put
came close
I'm going
the
to put my
other
life in His hands.
okay, all right. Let's
I
go
was
to
playing Christian music upside down.
Nah,
Hang
nah,
on,
nah,
I'll
nah.
take it.
okay. Let's go to the
put
next
me
question. Okay, are the presidential candidates making the election about race, age, or both? If
Yeah.
so, is it Kamala, Trump, or both? Democrat, Republicans, or Independents?
Are they making the politics about what now? All that? All that?
Are the presidential candidates making the election about race, age, or both? If so, is
Democrat.
it Kamala, Trump, or both? Democrats, Republicans, or Independents?
It's Kamala because all of a sudden she went from one to another. Oh, sorry. I say Kamala because she went from Indian to black, which kind of sort of the same,
Yeah,
but making a big deal about it.
right.
And and then she's already brought up the thing about him being as old or almost as old as Biden,
Uh-huh.
and we know Biden
But suddenly,
more re, what's the word I'm looking for?
yeah,
He's
suddenly Biden is, I mean, his age.
Hello, Andrew. Yeah.
well, I mean, before he was such a great person, and now
He was great. He was good to go, right?
Yeah.
Now
Right.
suddenly he's not good to go.
I think he's dead. I really do.
Do you trust
He's
anything
not-
that comes out of a
He,
Democrat's
he's
mouth?
not dead,
I
man.
think he is.
How do you know he's not dead?
I think
Have
that
you
thing
seen
they showed
anything?
on TV was a freaking
You
AI.
can't tell if that man talking on TV is AI or if he's actually the real thing these days.
The back end of that video, you watch that video, you'll see it flicker.
Yeah, have you seen that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that our president is a hologram?
Can you verify
Right now,
that?
yeah.
Can you
Can you
verify that?
verify that?
Patrick, can
I
you
can show you
verify
the
that
video.
that it
Now
is
look at
not?
the video. You can tell from the
Tell
video.
me 100% that you know for a fact that ain't.
I don't-
Because we've all seen these
And his-
AI stuff on TV, and some of that stuff can fool you pretty easy.
His eyes are hollow in that freaking.
oh, good God.
They show multiple
watch it.
pictures. They show you multiple pictures of Biden this year, and suddenly this dude looks like he's got a rubber mask on his head.
I've
Like,
seen that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
do you know that's him? Would you put your life? Would you bet your life that that's actually him?
Well, it's actually,
Patrick, I want to hear Patrick tell me.
I have no idea. I don't have anything to say about that.
He don't know because if
Because
I knew
don't
for
know.
sure,
I don't.
if I knew for sure, I would be sitting there putting it down. Yeah, I know.
I
For
know
sure.
a lot of trivia. I don't know that.
Yeah.
oh, he did have yet?
Maybe at the end.
Oh,
of
good.
the
We'll
year.
see. We'll
Yeah,
see how it
we'll
rolls.
see. Okay. So, the presidential election is about race and age. Actually, okay, about both.
Yeah.
So, uh, now what I think, I didn't get any notes on there. I fell asleep. So, because I did that at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So,
Hey, I was bringing mine. You want
I wish I could stay up
I
until
was
2 o'clock in the
thinking mine.
morning.
And I left it at home. I was thinking about while I was flipping in the air. I was like, oh crap, I was do that.
yeah.
So you're flying the truck through the air,
That went through
and
my
this is
mind.
what's in your head.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
That and who the heck is
Yeah.
that?
man! You talk man on focus. This
Right.
man is focused.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, since what's going on with Israel right now, what I believe, and I'll tell you what I believe. What I believe is that Iran is going to, of course, bomb Israel for the death of the assassination of that one dude from
Crazy guy.
Iran. I don't know who it is. I don't remember his name, and I don't care.
Isn't he like the
So anyway, we're
I'm
going to
not
get
sure.
stuck. We're going to get stuck in that
No, we're
because
not.
we're going to counter because Iran is going to shoot to Israel, and of course we're going to counter. That's going to create a third world war.
I don't think we will.
Hold on,
Hang
hold
let
on,
him
hold
go.
on.
He's on a
Let me
rant.
finish.
Let him go. He's on a rant.
That's going to create a third world war, and that's the only way that the Democrats will be able to stay in power in the
Exactly.
states.
Democrats
true,
will use
but
death and destruction to
hates
withhold
Israel.
power.
That moron vice president we got hates Israel. So I don't think he's going to.
Well,
She's a Satanist.
Yeah.
Anybody on the Democrat Party is going to hate Israel because they're Satanists.
yeah, but
you got to. I'll
our
tell you what. Let me tell you this. This comes down to two sides. You're either serving God or you're serving Satan. There will be no politics. There will be no religions. There's going to be serving God. There's going to be serving Satan. You have two choices. There will be nobody neutral. There's going to be nobody who just wants to be uninvolved. You're either going to serve God or you're going to serve Satan. Anybody who tries to go neutral will be defaulted into you're going to be serving Satan.
right.
So, you know what? You better buckle it up.
Hey,
And make a
Holly.
choice.
Yeah. Say hello, Holly.
Holly White?
No, Holly on
Holly the flowers during
no,
Christmas.
Holly on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah, she's from the South. She's got a real thick Southern accent.
You know what? I love Southern accent.
I mean,
Like
really,
mom?
really thick.
She reminds Southern
Yeah.
accent. It reminds me of home.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, we're going to end up in a war that we're not going to be able to get ourselves out of, and I don't think.
I don't think that's going to be the one.
Well,
let me
think
tell you
I
this.
think it'll be the one.
Do you
But
know
I
what?
don't think that we're going to have an election.
Everything is going to happen. You know what? When you go into end times, there's a list of things that happen.
Right.
So everything that's going to happen is going to happen. The only difference is knowing what's going to happen
right.
as it happens.
Right.
But being that unless God gives you future vision of things that happen, you're not going to know. So you're going to. So we're all here prospecting as we're all prospecting as how is this going to lay out? What's going to happen? We're all trying to figure out how this is going to lay out. And you know what? Iran probably is a major player in leading us into the last days. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
the Russians. I mean, all these people coming there. It's
it's
going to be fun.
It mentions all the countries that are going to be.
You know, if they're going to do anything, just go ahead and do it.
Let's do it. Let's get over it. I'm
Just
getting
get
old.
over
My body
it,
hurts.
man.
I'm ready to walk those
You
streets
know?
of gold.
Yeah.
If I got a job to do, let me get it. Let me get it done. Whether
Freaking Les here, freaking Les here's got 9 lives. So you know,
let me walk. Hey, can I walk behind you?
You know what they told me?
That
What?
you got 8 left to go?
No, I was
no, man.
upside down.
He's
when
got
I was
he's
waiting
got
for
6
the fire department to cut me out. The dude goes, you know what?
closer.
Seeing this, seeing the truck you're in, and have to make, we're probably going to have to make a convertible out of this. They did.
Well, that's
You need
okay.
to go get a freaking lottery ticket because you're one of the luckiest guys I've ever seen.
I just said, man, you got a beer and a smoke. I'm tired of waiting on you. I'm thirsty and I need a smoke.
I would have. Dude, I'm serious. If that was me and I was in the hospital and I went through that shit, I would have went to a bar after.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have.
Me and Patrick would have went and had a cold drink.
Yeah,
We would have had a
shot
couple
after
shots.
shot after
We'd had a
shot
couple
after
shots and
shot.
we're gonna chill out.
Even if I had a line in, and
Is that tequila? I've been asking,
No.
is that tequila or whiskey?
no, even if I had a line in and I had a little bit of morphine shot in me and everything, and I felt that
Yeah,
baby go down my body.
Hey, you got a bag of this? I can carry it to the bar with me.
Hey,
Can I
man.
drink with morphine?
Yeah.
They also gave me that. What's that street drug?
That's that stuff that takes
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. You gave me that.
Did fentanyl ever do anything?
jacked up.
Yeah.
You were jacked
Of
up.
course you didn't get. No,
No
fentanyl
wonder you
doesn't
didn't
do.
feel nothing.
I know. Fentanyl, it didn't do
It
anything
wasn't
for
the
me.
street fentanyl. that's why I didn't do anything.
It was a liquid high. It was a liquid high.
Well, it was morphine is what does
Morphine is a
what does it to
painkiller.
me. Now, and vinegar. Oh God,
I had
that
that.
I mean, that cocktail with vinegar, morphine, and Ativan. Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm just saying, I
I
got to
mean,
go
I
to the
can walk
bathroom.
up.
Can you nurses hold it?
I could literally walk up to God and look at him and say, "Give me your best shot, man." You know what I'm
It
saying?
would have been.
That's how good I mean, that's how good I felt. You know.
Well,
But
I know that
anyway,
morphine.
we're talking about
I've
drugs.
never had morphine.
Let me tell you this: morphine. If you don't have any pain in your body, just take it for the high. It can kill you real easy.
What?
Don't eat morphine.
I've
Yeah,
never had it.
morphine makes your blood pressure crash.
But it also dead the nerve, your pain receptor. If you
Right.
have no pain, it will kill you. I've had enough with my surgery and stuff to where they, especially with this arm,
Right.
I give you have enough to kill 3 full
I'm
grown
almost 60 years old. Do you think my body has no pains in it?
Well,
That morphine's gonna find a pain
I'm
somewhere.
talking about an extreme pain, like a broken arm or a
Shit.
broken leg.
I've had broken arms.
Kidney stones.
Oh,
Kidney stones.
I've had broken arms, gunshot
If you
wounds.
got high anxiety, they'll give you the morphine just
got
to
gas.
relax.
yeah.
Yeah, and you have gas.
That gas builds up to a really painful point.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
what's next?
Okay. So that's what I believe is that we're not gonna have an election because we're gonna be stuck in a war that we
believe
can't get
that.
out of.
But I believe it's the Ukraine bull crap.
So
Are you willing to go for? Are you if this happens? Are you willing to go to a civil war and fight?
Yeah.
Are you willing to go to a civil war and fight?
I can't hear you.
Huh?
There you go.
He's saying talking to my
I'm saying, if a civil war breaks out, are you willing to fight, or are you going to hunker down at home?
Oh,
fighting.
I go fight.
Because I guarantee you, our prophets have already prophesied over our country that there's going to be a civil war,
Right.
and during this civil war, the Chinese and the Russians are going to take advantage.
That's
They're
pretty
already
bad.
here.
The Russians will be coming down on the East Coast, and the Chinese are going to come in on the West Coast, and they're going to slaughter millions.
I think they're
Right.
coming from the south because that's what a lot of
There's going to be
come out.
Chinese coming up to Mexico, and the Mexicans are either going to join them or they're going to kill them. So they're going to come up through the Texas, and they're going to hit the West Coast,
They're gonna take away our freaking.
and you
freedom.
got Russians that are going to be paratrooping down on Slaughter Beach up in the northeast quadrant.
That's okay.
They're coming to come over the Arctic. I mean, these prophets have already told. And what are we looking at?
As long as they
Yeah.
get rid of the Democrats, I don't care. Get them all.
Well, you know what? When you're starving to death, you got a lot of mental changes that go through your head.
I know.
That's pretty bad when I have to have readers with my glasses.
Yeah.
So
And you
I
know
can
what? I hate
see.
being this old and all
It
this crap
sucks being
going
this
down.
old. Hey Morgan, how
I
you
hate
doing?
being this old, all this crap going down. I need a young man's body to do this, what I got to do.
Yeah. I ain't
Yeah.
getting this broken.
Claudia, hello, if you're still there. Yeah. So another thing that y'all wanted to talk about was the Olympics. Now,
Good Lord. the
let's talk
Olympics.
about
Here we go.
the boxing. Thanks.
I
That,
think.
that
Would you
was in
let
my
your woman
ear.
go into a ring and be beat on by a man?
No. I
Okay, reports have came out, and I've read it, and I wish I had the reports, but I don't. That hey Molly, thank you. That the other fighter that beat the Italian one,
The what?
the fighter that beat the Italian one, the one that's supposed to be the guy, is really a female, but has really high testosterone, like a male.
Don't. You know what? Don't cover up that brownie with extra sugar.
And I'm not. I mean, I'm not doing it. It's just
turd. What do you?
you know,
It's
I don't
just a
know.
turd.
Shit stain.
So
I think the dude
Did you see? Did you
I
see
didn't
the
see.
woman
I
take
didn't.
that beat in the face? Did you see her
I
on her
saw a
knees
little
crying?
bit. I saw a little bit of it, but
Did
I
you
didn't
see
see
that
all of
woman
it.
on her knees crying because she got the
Well, of
shit
course she
beat
was
out of
on her
her
knees
in
crying because I
30
mean she
seconds?
trained for
grown man hit
she trained for so long, you know, and all
And
that.
then you have these satanic liberals who allow these men to come in here and beat the shit out of a woman,
So everything,
so they can be all happy, goo goo, yeah, yeah.
so everything goes back to the liberals.
Yeah.
So everything is the liberals' fault.
I tell you what,
So
I tell you
everything
what,
is the Democrats' fault.
you know what?
Well,
Um, you know, it was a quick fight, but you know what? That man, his face will be on history. It will not die down
Yeah.
because there's pictures
I
that
wouldn't
will, the pictures will go social media, and that's going to last forever.
Right.
He will be ever known as being a woman beater.
Right.
yeah, I want to know if
Okay, Ollie,
something would happen to that.
I
Because
can't hear you.
Let me tell you, let me
That was
bring up
assault.
something else. Let me tell you what these liberals allow this crap.
Uh,
So what happens if a man gets in the ring with one of these women? They punch them in the face so hard that they kill the woman.
I did see. I did.
Who's
That's
responsible for the death of that woman?
The Olympics, the Olympic Committee. I did see where Mike Tyson said that he wants to fight that dude to beat the
What's the
Italian.
Mike
fighting or
Tyson.
Italian.
Mike Tyson was outraged as much as all of us normal
Well,
Americans were.
we were all pissed off.
Yeah, we're
You
all
know.
pissed off. And I
Ye-
even want to
Yes,
get in there
Molly,
and bust
he's
his
going
ass.
off now. Yes, Molly, he's going off.
Like what?
No, he's Molly, my daughter here, is talking about Bobby.
What'd she
So
say about me?
no, that you're going off now. Okay.
You going up?
I don't know.
No,
I
you
thought
were
we were
going
talking
on
about the
the,
Olympics.
I'm
the
thinking that's
Olympics.
so bad.
No. I'm talking
But-
about. I'm talking about that. She is saying that that Bobby is going off now about the Olympics or about the fight between the Italian woman and the dude.
Ain't that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
Okay.
is it?
Y'all are not getting it. So
Where is it
let's keep
from?
going.
What country is he from?
The man?
Albania?
Was he Italian?
No, he wasn't Italian. Why would Italian fight an Italian?
Well, the woman was American, wasn't she?
No, the woman was Italian.
The woman was
So-
Italian. So where was the guy
I
from?
thought he was from Albania.
He's Albanian?
Is he?
I don't know.
I don't know,
didn't hear
but he
about
was tall as a
I
motherfucker.
could definitely tell he was a man.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was in the red. All I know is he was in the red. She was in the blue.
Morgan, yeah. Morgan said she's a woman with high testosterone. That's what I just said.
That's bullshit. That was a man up and down. He could
Well-
instead of fighting, they could have had sex and she would have got pregnant.
No.
Yeah,
No.
tell me no again.
Sorry about
No.
that.
No.
That woman took a blow and she
No.
was down in less than a minute.
I still
No.
think they should.
Well, I tell you what,
You should have her-
you invite him over to your room and y'all do take it down and see what happens.
No.
Only way I
That won't happen.
just to go kick his butt
That won't happen.
with a freaking 2x4.
He'd knock you out and have his way with you.
Who?
He
The
was-
guy
he was
from
a young
Albania?
man.
Or
The young man
whatever
put you
the
down.
hell they
Young
prefer.
I don't know. I can't say that because the crash didn't put you down, so he might have to fight twice as hard to get you.
2x4 across the face. Well,
Less is hard to put down. Even a good crash can put him down.
even
Damn, he's got like 6 lives left,
I
man.
know. Now Patrick, that fighter could put Patrick out and stepped on him and had his way with him.
You know
Patrick's
what?
just
I
a
would
little
jump in the ring. I would jump in the ring with Mike Tyson for I don't know.
for a bite to eat.
Yeah, yeah. I would
Hell
jump in the
yes.
ring with Mike Tyson for about I don't know, 20 million.
I'll sacrifice.
I would do
Yeah,
it.
I do it.
Just
So,
over
if-
15 million. I mean, I know
so-
that he'll knock the shit out of me.
Yeah,
But,
are you
and
willing
I'll-
to take that death blow to the face?
No,
$20 million not gonna do
you know what? He can't hit me in the
You're,
chest, and he can't hit me in the face, and he can't hit me in the gut.
You gonna put me as your benefactor?
Well, he can like hit me in the kidney,
Yeah.
but you
He
know
hit
it's
so hard
okay.
in the ribs, pierce your
Okay,
heart.
well,
a
all right. So I'll be out in one punch,
It's a
and then I'm
I
20
could
million
kill,
richer.
Right,
Patrick.
it's
I
a
could kill
woman.
Patrick in a fight in 2 minutes, easy.
Well, I'm
Can you imagine Tyson what he would do to him?
That's
Bam!
Same
You go
thing.
flying
Same,
back 10 feet.
That's
same
my
thing he
ear.
did
Don't you
to.
be eating my ears.
Same thing he did
Sorry, dude.
to
It's
Peter
growing a lot.
McNeely when he got out of
All in fun.
when he got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So
He's hungry.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, he is.
What's
Wasn't
next?
it-
What
wasn't
do we
there-
got?
So
Wasn't there a 80s song like "I Eat Cannibals"?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Cannibals.
I have no idea.
No, it
I have
was,
no
it was
idea.
like a pop song.
What else we got on the news that's trending?
What else?
Gen X. You know what? Let me
Let's
tell
talk
you.
Gen X since we are Gen X.
Since we are Gen X, does anybody else feel as I feel that we are so freaking out of the picture that you could barely comprehend what's going on in this life because things have
It's
things have
amazing.
evolved to the point that we can barely comprehend what's going on because I don't understand all this way of life. And I feel like I'm being left out on a lot of things because it's just so far out of our reach
It's
that
hard
only
to imagine.
the new generations feel comfortable and understand all this, but I'm so far out of things. I'm like, what the hell? So I got to the point where I'm just like seclusive. I just I don't understand that. So I'm just kind of backpedaling to get out of this shit because I don't understand it.
Bad thing about it, we can't.
There's
can't.
nothing you can do about it because
we don't-
time is moving on and it's moved past us.
Right.
If we don't fight, nobody will.
No, now you're talking about a whole new subject.
Okay.
Fighting.
Okay. So
Argue.
I'm talking about life and generations. The newer generations and their way of life has come out to the point that our older generation, we don't even comprehend the ways of life anymore.
okay,
Like,
everybody on
what's funny?
TikTok.
Watching these new kids try
Hey,
to dial
Brittany.
a rotary phone.
If you're still
That
here,
is
what do you
fun.
think about what he just said? Okay, so we're not understanding how life is now.
I don't. How many kids have you? How many of these new kids you've seen try to operate a rotary phone? Is that not some of the funniest shit you've ever seen?
What the
A
hell is
phone.
that?
What's that?
A
What the
phone
hell is
booth? I
that?
mean,
Yeah.
you carry that along with you somehow? Is that mobile? What? Like, it's funny, and it's a way of life that we know, but they don't know.
Yep.
But the new life, this
Yeah.
new life, they know, but we don't know because it's life has passed us by.
Right.
New generation now,
But-
and we're being left behind because our time is coming to an end.
okay. Do you know how much a collect call is now?
I have no, I haven't
Hey,
even
I
heard
made a
of
collect
collect
call
calls.
from jail one time.
$2.50.
How much?
When's the last time you made a collect call?
Really, last you made a collect call in the last
Where the
freaking
hell do you
20
even make a
years
collect call at?
The
from
airport.
jail?
No, it's the airport.
Airport?
Yeah,
They still have payphones?
some of them do.
Holy shit.
Holy
Uh,
shit! That's
terminal-
exactly what I'm saying,
Terminal
Patrick.
E.
I've never seen I haven't seen a phone booth or even a phone.
Right.
I got a
I
guy
call
that fixed my son's
Where
transmission.
the fuck were you at in the
Terminal E.
what do they call that? The thing down in the bunker where they keep old relics.
I know. It's
Hey
it's
David, how you
Terminal
doing?
E.
So they got a
rotary.
rotary phone down there, and
No,
you
no.
had to go down
It's
the
a push
stairs.
button, but it is a paper.
A
Hey.
push button. I haven't seen a push button phone in what 20 years.
Okay, hey. I was 21 years old. David, listen to this. I was 20, and I had no idea who to call. I was 20 years old, and me and one of my dad's workers got stopped by DPS outside of Corsicana.
What year was this?
This was 1988.
Holy shit!
This was 1988.
There's
It's-
20, 37 years ago.
Okay, yeah. Okay, don't make me
He's an
any,
old fucking
don't make me any older than what I
37
am.
years.
Okay, so anyway, I was
Yeah.
21. We got stopped.
He's on a horse.
Go ahead.
21 got stopped, and the DPS took one officer took me, another one took Daniel, and everything. And I remember this. I tried calling Kathy, my cousin, uh, on my mom's side, and of course, she wasn't there or anything like that. So anyway, what happened was we both got, of course, transported to Navarro County Jail, and I was trying to
Carl.
figure out. Listen to this, Dave. I was trying to figure out who to call that could come and get me,
That brings up a song.
and I kept thinking about my grandma and grandpa Nuts, grandma and grandpa Martin,
Who do you call?
my aunts,
Ghostbusters.
my uncles. I would never call. I would never call none of my uncles. I would never call my grandparents,
No parent?
and my parents were back at home.
It would be like,
And so when I called collect mom and dad, of course, mom answered, and she
do you
goes,
know what you're saying?
hold on.
Let
She
him complete his
I can
spiel.
hear
and
it.
he and she says yeah, mom. So, and I go and I said, mom, can I talk to dad? And
Oh,
she says, sure, son. Then I went, oh God, she knows. And so anyway, she puts the phone down. You could hear her say, William, Pat's in jail. He needs to talk to you.
He's getting
I
ready.
didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to mom. Mom could tell.
yeah.
So
Who
anyway,
the hell
dad.
would know it?
So
if somebody
dad.
knows you collect. You know
So
what's going down.
so dad calls or dad gets on the phone. He goes, son, you in jail? Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to stay there because I can't come down there.
So I'm
We just got home like not even 20 minutes ago,
I don't give a
and
fuck
we're
about you.
not
We're having
coming back
dinner.
down there to come and get you. I said, all right, fine, whatever. So Daniel hold on. Daniel ends up taking full responsibility of everything of course, because it's my dad was his boss.
Uh-huh.
So he didn't want to get in trouble with the boss's kid. Anyway, what happened was my aunt Joy, everybody has an Aunt Joy, but my
Joy
aunt,
to the world.
yeah, my Aunt Joy shows up in her nightgown
Oh shit.
Where?
to the
Naked.
jail.
She goes to the jail naked.
No, she didn't go
She's
to the jail. No,
one
she didn't go
blouse
to the
away
jail
from being
naked.
naked.
She just went
If
and
she's
realized
in
she's
her
gonna go to
undergarment,
Walmart.
she is one blouse away from being naked.
No,
So
no.
she's showing up there naked to get him out of jail. That's how serious
Did it
it
work?
is. That's how serious it is.
It embarrassed the hell out of me.
I'd be embarrassed if I ain't showed up naked too.
So anyway, and she promised me, of course, she promised me, she said, no one is to know
What color my
about,
panties are.
no, about
That's
me
specific.
coming up here and getting you from jail. No one is to know.
Yeah.
Why?
And look, it's a family thing. We had a big family.
Oh,
And I mean, you tell one
Yeah.
person, the other person tells the other person, and the
Next
other
thing you
person,
know,
the other person. It's all
Joy
over.
shows up at a jail cell.
So
naked
what's funny,
Yeah.
what's funny,
to get Patrick out of jail.
what's funny is that right before my grandfather died in '99, he was talking to all of the grandsons, and he says, you know, I I'm disappointed in all my grandsons except for you, Pat. Except for you, you've never been in jail. And I went,
Grandpa,
well,
I got something for you.
I guess you had to talk to Joy.
I, I, things, but I don't know what to say to that. And he just stares me down.
He knew.
And then he
guarantee
goes,
he knew.
and then he goes, I'm disappointed in all of y'all. So,
He
and then,
knew Joy
and
went down
then not
naked and got
even,
him out of
and
jail.
then not even 15, I'm not going to say that part, but I was going to say, not even 15 minutes later, I was the one that drew the short straw to help my grandfather in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Because Grandpa Knots, he,
No, we don't know.
He needed.
you know what I'm saying? No, he had a colostomy bag.
You had to help him on
He
the
had
fly.
he had a colostomy
You got to
bag.
hold his bag.
He had a colostomy bag since the day I was born in '67. He was not supposed to last that long after he fell off the two-story roof and messed up everything.
So Patrick was the bag man.
So anyway, and that happened in '66, and so a couple of months,
66. I was
yeah,
born in 65.
and then a couple of years later,
Oh,
or a year later, I came around and he had to have that colostomy bag, and you know, I was the one that
the
had to
bag man. He was the bag
change it,
man.
and not one, not two, not three,
That's
not
gotta be
4, 5,
nasty
6,
as
7,
hell.
10 masks
That's
work.
gotta be nasty.
It is.
Holding the
And
bag.
so and I go, okay, Lloyd, hold on. I am your grandfather. You're gonna call me Papa.
They're gonna
And-
snatch the door away and
so
throw it out the window of the car.
you're right.
Patrick the bag man.
But no, I mean, you know, he
Throwing away out the
So if
car.
you're gonna rob a bank,
not my
you're
shit
gonna leave
show.
Patrick.
Are
carry the
you
bag.
watching? Not my shit show. Are you watching? We talked the other day about you being a guest on the show. So
Who's that?
uh she's a content creator. She said she is watching. Well,
Well,
welcome, not my shit show.
What?
maybe someday you can
And that's
carry
what we're gonna.
Patrick's bags.
You know what? No,
You
you
can
know
carry
what?
Patrick's
One of
bags.
these days, one of these days, we're gonna have her. We're gonna have her come on remotely, and we're gonna say that
Why?
we're the.
Good to come in person.
No, she could be anywhere in the states, man.
Yeah, so could
You
I.
know. So
We are
anyway,
north of Dallas.
don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, we're crazy.
So what we could do is have her come in remote if she's not in in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and we're going to name it, of course, Texas Gen Xers podcast, and not my, in parentheses, or quotation, not my shit show. So pretty much everything is a shit show right now, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's all we talk is shit. We talk bullshit, this shit, that shit. We
She's
are
in Montana, so it
Oh
really,
God! You know what?
Montana.
If I had to live in
want
another
to-
state, it's going to be
Montana
Arizona
is the
or
one.
Montana. What city?
Montana.
What city?
Montana.
What city?
I would go to Montana in a freaking heartbeat.
Because I was going to Montana one winter, and I
Right.
was going up to Three Forks. There's a town called Three Forks up in Montana. We were going to look at some of our ranch property to buy, and I never did make it past the Texas. The Texas Panhandle, where we had an accident with a couple other cars because it had.
Did you roll them?
No, we bounced between a couple other cars because we had some bad storms come in and they shut down the interstates
Right.
in Colorado. So we had a bad accident in Texas Panhandle.
Yeah.
And so we
Seriously.
decided to turn around and go back down and get out of that instead of trying to make it through.
Right.
But you know what? If I would have never, if that wouldn't
Misty.
have happened, there's a good chance that I might have ended up in Montana,
Uh-huh.
living up there to this day.
Right.
Life throws you curves.
Yeah, they do all the time. Okay, so not my shit show. Not my shit show said that she is 30 minutes from Glacier National Park in
Glacier,
Montana.
that's way up there. where
That's
the,
Kalispell.
north- I think that's northwest.
That's Kalispell. Cali,
Northwest Montana.
spell something like that. So, yeah. Hey, Misty. So
There's a highway out there I want to ride my bike.
Montana.
The
I would
sky-
like to go to
sky
Montana when it's like snowy
Oh, no.
and shit like that.
Shit.
I would. I mean, the same thing as Lake Tahoe. I would go out there because I want to get nature photos, of just
Beautiful.
the wildlife in the snow.
And you don't have that many people living up there either. So it's
You remember Toby Harris?
Yeah.
His wife is the EMT.
Yeah.
Or she was for Yellowstone. And then
Get
when
closer to the mic.
when they all went to Montana to do the showing up there,
Right.
she was the EMT there as well. So
Yeah.
they were pretty much had to move there while they were filming up there
Right.
during the winter and stuff. And it was like,
Yeah.
it would have been awesome.
that's one place I like to see before population just blows that state up.
Damn, man.
It might be.
That would
I
suck.
probably
all the
could've-
That would
you know,
really
for what I
suck.
paid for land down here, I could have went up there and bought several hundred acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
I think isn't it like Alaska there where you've got to live there for so long before you can own land?
I don't think so, no.
I
Just
know
go up there and
Alaska.
buy an acre, man. Shit.
Well, I know Alaska. You
2
can't buy
million.
land unless
And
you've been there
you know,
like
it
5
also
years.
depends on where you're buying your land. I mean, if you're buying in a populated area, it's going to be high. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere,
I
the land's
see.
going to be cheap.
The stick.
land is still cheap in Texas if you go far enough west or east.
Hold on, I gotta continue. I gotta do this bullshit. Hold on.
Patrick's hemorrhoids kicked in. He's got to go dig them out.
Don't step on
No,
me.
TikTok is doing that. Verify who you are, and I had to do the the puzzle piece, and the
Oh,
clamp
You're
was.
not a bicycle. You're not a bridge.
What if I do it like this?
Let's try that. This is good.
Yeah, that looks good. We're almost done anyway. So, all right. Shit show. That's funny.
What are you saying?
That's her name. No, I'm seeing it on TikTok.
Oh, because I'm like,
Shared
where
it
are
by
you
the
looking?
ISS, the International Shit Show.
in case you guys don't know, we have like a big
Oh,
screen
good Lord. I
TV
hope she
here,
don't play that
and
game.
it's got.
I could mirror. I
talking.
mean, I could mirror it up there, but I don't know. I think it's just better this way.
That's what I'm trying
You
to
know, you
find.
moved to Montana, you ain't gonna get no internet up there.
They're gonna say what?
Well, you got to have some internet
You better,
because
you better send a rider down there to tell you whatever you need down to town.
because shit show is getting internet. Well, that could be mobile. So she said that you better hurry. You better hurry. Population has tripled in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Anybody
So they're
legal?
gonna. So everybody. So they're gonna freaking ruin Montana too.
Of course, because everybody's watching that
God
show. What's that
dang,
show
man.
with the horse ranch, all that crap?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what
Yellowstone.
Is that Yellowstone?
Yellowstone is
Yeah.
basically is supposed to be in Montana. That's where the show is.
That's where
The
it went.
storyline is based in
Right.
Montana. So everybody's got to run up to Montana. You know what? Let them sit up there during the winter, see how long they last. They'll be right back down south.
Shit.
I sit up there in that damn winter, and I would be great.
I love
I bet you.
it.
I bet you she can hear. I bet you she can hear our Texan accents too. Shit.
Why
ain't got no accent.
Anyway, all right.
You
So
got a
You got
fracking
accent? I
accent
don't
as
have an
bad as my southern accent.
okay, all right. Well, no, she probably has Canadian. Okay,
You
so
Good day.
to
Dave.
people that's further north, like
Where
up
is
to
she
the
from?
border,
Where is she born?
I just said
Montana?
she's in Montana.
Good day,
Yeah.
Dave.
Okay, look.
Montana
Thanks
people
for-
come down to Texas to learn how to be cowboys.
I don't know.
Then
You
they
know,
go back up
there's-
to Montana and they do their cowboying.
There's cowboys in Montana too. In
Yeah, that's right.
Wyoming.
They came down here to learn how to do it.
Okay,
Quick
Bobby.
road trip.
All right, Bobby, you're right. Okay.
You're
Uh-huh.
wrong about half the time, but
Yeah.
we'll kind of help you out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
Talk about horses.
shit. So shit
That's a
show
good
says
name,
that
though.
we have that we do have internet and we also have running water.
Wow.
Bathrooms inside.
Nobody
Bathrooms
said
inside, no
Nobody
outhouses.
said nothing about them having internet. Nobody said nothing about them having water, electricity.
Hello, Gina.
All I
Mr.
said was
Sawyer.
if you're far enough out there in the country, out there away from the major cities and everything else, your internet's going to be probably shitty if you got any at all. Unless you
What?
got
You mean
a
AOL?
satellite, unless you got a satellite
don't-
connection.
You don't know.
Yes,
You
I
know.
live in Texas, and there's many places out here that still you can get away from internet connection. So it's not that much different. It's just she's trying to think that we're stupid up here, but we're not.
No. She just. Hey, at least she's telling us. I mean, you know.
She's doing good.
Yeah.
She needs to learn how to ride a horse. I can
But,
show
you know,
her.
I will say that.
I bet she knows how to ride a
bathroom,
horse. She's
our
in fucking
inside, You
Montana.
don't have to worry about your butt getting stuck in the
Well,
freaking
hell, you
toilet.
can play the dog roll, take a shit, and just scratch your butt across the ground
Oh,
like a dog
God.
does. You know, hell, that's what they were doing when the electricity went off, and what was the toilet paper famine?
No, it was.
You see all that crap on the internet? People washing their butts with the water hose and running their butts across the
Oh,
grass like a
God.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go on.
Morgan said that we're shit talkers.
We are shit talkers. I try to tell everybody we talk shit down here.
And she says, no, I'm just being a smart ass about the water. I grew up
I
on
know
a cat.
she's being a smart ass, but
Can I finish?
I tell you what, it's better than being a dumbass.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
The finger.
No, I'm just being a smart ass about the water. I grew up on a cattle ranch, so I can ride a horse.
Where'd she grow up at? What?
Montana.
I already know she grew up in the state of Montana, but she grew up in a town, area.
Probably where she lives.
There's many places in Montana to grow up.
I have a question for somebody that lives up really up north. I
All right.
know that cows breathe through their nose. So I know that if a cow gets like a cold, they can drown. So how do they keep their cattle from getting sick that cold of an
A
area?
lot of people on cattle farms they'll call a vet.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's
They'll
still
antibiotic them. You got ranchers who watch over all that, and if they see problems, they work the cattle and they'll call a vet in. They call farriers in to handle the
Or
horses and all
Stacy,
that,
if you're still here.
unless you're skilled at farrieing. And
I'm not very
Yeah.
if you know anything about horses, farrier.
I
You know what
did.
farrier is?
Yeah, he's the one that shoots horses
There
Yeah.
you go.
Ranch.
and
They
treat for infections and all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Your vets will take care of antibiotic shots, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
She said that the ranch is in Charlo, Montana, about 40 minutes from Michigan.
From
what?
About 40 minutes from Michigan.
So she's like on the border.
Yes. So she's about
She's about 40 minutes from Michigan.
the
Michigan.
ranch is
Michigan.
about 40 minutes
Yeah,
from
so
Michigan.
she's like,
Michigan ain't nowhere near Montana.
Excuse me. Do you know geology? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So where's
well, wait a minute.
Detroit, Michigan. Is that what I heard?
no? You
Maybe
didn't hear
there's
Detroit, Michigan.
I know
Maybe
there's
there's a city near
I
it.
said
Montana is up in
40
the upper,
minutes
is in the
from
northern western part of the country.
Right.
40 minutes from Michigan. I didn't say anything about Detroit.
I didn't say that.
Michigan
I just said
could
Detroit.
be a town, though, too, instead of a
Do I
state.
need to pull up a map so you can see that
Because next
that
to
Michigan is next to Montana?
Montana, that would be, is that not Minnesota?
Good.
What
Lord.
is the boarding? Is Michigan the boarding state of the eastern side of Montana?
Oh, it's not Michigan. It's Missoula. Missoula.
Missoula.
Missoula. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Lord.
Missoula,
My bad.
Montana.
I'm sorry.
They got
Good.
the
Missoula,
I
Montana.
know Montana better
Damn.
than he does.
Damn,
Missoula.
shit.
Isn't
I thought it was
Isn't
Michigan.
Missoula
Hey,
the-
See,
Stacy,
he's
if
sitting
you're still
there.
here.
I'm saying I know better.
Well,
Missoula.
Missoula. Okay, sorry.
Missoula.
My
There's
bad.
Missoula. There's anyway. The town I was looking at was Three Forks, which is up there close to the capital city. Three
Right.
Forks.
Right. Right.
There's Missoula. There is God. My brain. The capital town of Montana.
What about Billings?
Huh?
That's the only place I know of up there.
Which
Billings, Montana.
Billings?
Is that like a big
The
city now
prettiest
or
part
what?
of Montana is going to be on the western side. The eastern side is going to be all flat, and because the Rocky Mountains run up through the western side all the way down through Colorado and Wyoming and all that.
Right.
But yeah, it's all beautiful country. I mean, if I had the money, I would have a ranch up in Montana,
That would be
and
my,
I would
Oh, I
have a
would-
ranch somewhere up
I
there
would
in
love
the
to be up there.
northwestern part of
that
the
would be
country.
my summer home.
Huh?
And
Yeah, that
my
would be my
summer home.
summer home.
Yeah.
I would spend the summer up there just to get
Well,
away.
hell yeah, they don't
Down here
they don't
you
have
just
to have
melt.
central air.
No,
No.
They don't need it.
good Lord, I can't remember that town. Now it's bothering.
Yeah.
What? Three Forks?
No, Montana.
It's gonna
What about
it's gonna
Montana?
bother you now. So
Yeah.
you have to look.
There's Missoula right there.
I know where Missoula's at.
So is it over there? Where's it at?
Where's Montana?
Not where
Montana
Montana
is,
is. I'm
north of
talking
Wyoming.
about Missoula.
Missoula looks to
Bozeman,
be.
you got Bozeman, Missoula.
Missoula's probably about an hour from Idaho.
Yeah.
It's
What's that
kind of
town?
mid-state
She said that
height-wise.
the town you're thinking is probably Helena.
A what?
Helena.
Yes,
Oh.
that's it.
That's it.
Oh,
Look at that. You already can read you can read our minds there,
but it don't matter. I mean, well, I can't tell you the population that's rolling up in there now is probably destroying a lot of the beauty because heavy population has a way of doing that,
That's
just like it has done to Texas.
right.
I mean, we are becoming like just a concrete
We
slab.
need to
You know what?
secede.
I remember the days
No,
of
we don't.
open prairies, horses cut. I mean, now we're just a massive city because all the other states and their Democrats are coming here.
To ruin it for us.
Yeah, because they've ruined their state, so they got to
Yeah.
come here and ruin ours.
And they can afford to stay where they're
Because
at.
we still conservative, and
Right.
it's bad. But yeah, I love Montana.
I
There's
would.
one other state that I'd like to go to, and that's out there, Arizona,
Oh yeah.
because I love the desert out there.
Not
Go down
sure
to the
you won't.
Tombstone, out that way, the southern, southeast part of the state. You don't want to go into the bigger cities, but
The hell is
Well,
that?
I can tell you,
Oh,
I worked in Goodyear, Arizona, and that is the threshold of hell. I was out
well,
there for 1 month,
it's a
and
dry
every
heat,
day,
Les. Don't worry about it. It's not.
my gosh, dry heat.
Phoenix.
It
But
was
you,
117 for a month,
have you
and
ever
it
been
never
to
went below 100 degrees at night.
Have you ever been to Tombstone?
Yeah.
Tombstone sits up on a plateau.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit out in Tombstone in the
Right.
shade
Yeah.
when it's 100, 102 degrees. I can sit in the shade and be perfectly comfortable. No humidity.
Yeah.
I don't sweat, but I can sit in that heat all day long and be comfortable.
Okay, Goodyear, Arizona is like in a sump, in a valley kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
There
Well,
ain't no breeze.
you get
You
down there,
just like, ugh.
yeah, it's going to be shit.
You grab your tools, and it's hotter than hell. They'll almost brand you whenever you grab a hold of them.
Wow.
Don't put your tools in the sun because you really will get branded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also worked in Marana, Arizona, which it had it had uh, it had a peak to it, and you got actual a breeze, and it was nice.
Yeah.
But when you're just in a static area, it's like, golly, man. I know that there's a cave somewhere that goes straight to hell, and the mouth is open because it's venting.
Yeah. I don't think I would go,
I'm telling
it
you,
would take me but a couple of days to figure out that's a shithole that I don't want to be in.
I was doing a contract, so
But I sit out there in Tombstone in the hottest parts of the year, and people think that's hot. It's hot. I said, you don't know fucking hot. I'm sitting out here and it's fucking glorious. This is great. I'm sitting out here not sweating. I'm comfortable. Yeah, it's 102 degrees. No big deal. Go back home where it's 102 and it's got 100% humidity.
yeah.
That sucks.
That's, I mean, you sweat within,
Right.
you can't go
Yeah, but
outside
you're
within
sweating.
2 minutes. You're soaking wet here.
But your sweat didn't do
Yep.
anything because it's steaming and it doesn't evaporate, and so it's like, oh
Yeah,
my god,
that's
Right.
Texas's biggest downfall. We have so much bad humidity.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the heat that gets you; it's the damn humidity.
And it's the same thing with the cold too.
Houston,
The
my
cold
God,
chills you to the bone with the humidity.
Yeah.
I've never been in Texas cold at anything that's bothered me.
Uh,
I sit out in that Texas freeze a couple of those years back when we didn't have electricity for
21.
7 days.
2021.
I sit out. I sit out in my front yard for 6 hours and -2 degrees. I loved it.
Yep.
Well, I've been
I
on a
love
flight line at Beach and
So,
out there with the
Shit.
cowlings open, trying to safety wire, and it was so cold.
Your
And I'm
hands
holding
would
my
think.
safety wire pliers. I got about this much safety wire coming out, and it's like a sewing machine. I'm trying to get that son of a bitch in there,
yep.
and you know, and I love the cold, but my
Yeah,
gosh, I mean, it was sleety.
it's that
It
wet
was,
cold, right?
yeah,
That
that's what I'm
wet
saying.
cold
The
that gets you.
humidity with the cold
Yeah.
or the
The
heat.
cold ain't so bad. It's just that
Yeah.
damn wet humidity
Yeah.
cold. It's a nasty thing, man. It gives
Right.
you pneumonia in a heartbeat.
No shit.
I think every year I get either a sinus infection or pneumonia, or it'll turn into pneumonia, or
Yeah.
into a
Hemorrhoids.
respiratory infection. Nah, hemorrhoids, you just stomp those out when they fall out.
Oh God! All right. On that note, all right,
Let's move
everybody.
on.
Yep. All right, everybody. Well, we have reached our
Yeah.
point. Yeah, it's 8:40. Yeah,
See
we've
how
done an
fast
hour
time
and a
goes
half.
by?
Yeah, see how fast it goes by.
Mm.
Yeah,
Just stamping out the hemorrhoids, do it every time.
yeah. So anyway, all right, shit show. I'm glad you got to
Tell her to come back.
see us.
We can talk
I
about
Come on
I
back if you'd like to, or whatever, and we'll,
I enjoy talking with her.
you know, we'll we'll see what we can do on getting you on the show if you'd like to do it. So
She needs to learn how to ride a horse. I'll teach her.
she probably already knows how to ride a horse. She was on ranch.
she said she knew how to ride it.
Fuck
She
up
says she knew. I'm not going to argue. Okay.
assumption.
No, yeah,
No,
well,
she said
whatever.
she knew.
Gen X. Okay.
I'm messing.
So, I know. So anyway, we'll be back next week
With trivia.
with trivia.
2 + 2
We
is
can do trivia next week, Gen X trivia on TikTok, and see how everybody does and everything.
how
So,
long is Patrick's pants? 28,
it's
No.
not 28.
25?
It's
Really? You
25.
think? 25?
Whatever.
I think 24.
All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna take off, and we'll see y'all next time.
Patrick is going to play in the next. What's those? The blue people,
What?
the Smurfs.
No.
Patrick's going to be the Smurfs for this Christmas.
Papa.
Yeah. Whatever.
He's hiring himself out as a Smurf to decorate the yard.
All right. Have a great
$10 a
night.
day.
Have a great night, shit show. And yeah, she said she would love to be a guest.
Oh,
Great.
everybody
Great.
else.
All right.
Visiting.
Okay. Well, thanks
Hopefully
for
that
coming
boy-
by and sticking with us and everything. And we'll see y'all next time, next Saturday, somewhere between 7 and
We'll
7:30.
sell you Patrick for $10.
And no, I'm working hard.
No, please.
So anyway,
Lease. Yeah, we get a lease.
so anyway, talk to y'all later. Y'all
See
be
you guys.
good, and we'll see y'all
Don't
next
vote
time.
for the Bills, whatever
Later.
you do.
Stay salty and
Cowboys. Go for the Cowboys.